Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Hello, I'm William Pace. My special guest is City Commissioner Adotha Bootsie Neal. We'll find out a little later on in the show where that name Bootsie comes from. By popular demand, we're starting the William Pace Show Fan Club, and you can become an annual member by paying $25. Checks and money orders should be made payable to the William Pace Show and mailed to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. You'll receive a button and a t-shirt and several other gifts from the William Pace Show. Each week we start the show out by reading letters from the viewers, and I would like to encourage you to write. I just love receiving your letters. Well, in fact, they keep me going. To write to the William Pace Show, write to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. If your letter is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. The first letter is from Margaret of Tip City, Ohio. Dear William, you are truly the shining light in Dayton. Your show is so refreshing. I thoroughly enjoy the restaurants and business segments of your show. I can see great potential in you and your show. With continued hard work, you could become a major star. I would like so much to see that for you. Sincerely, your devoted fan, Margaret of Tip City. Thank you very much, Margaret, for writing, and we're going to send you a gift certificate to Mahaffey's Pies. The next letter is from an Evelyn Brown of Hamilton, Ohio. Dear William, I thought I would write to tell you that you have personality with a capital P. Recently, I heard you sing at the Dayton Mall for the holiday season. God has truly given you a beautiful voice. I will tell everyone I know about you and your wonderful show, which highlights the city of Dayton so nicely. Sincerely, Evelyn Brown of Hamilton. Well, thank you very much, Evelyn, for writing, and we're going to send you a gift certificate to Christopher's Restaurant in Kettering. The last letter is from Helen Michaels of Dayton. Dear Mr. Pace, your show reminds me so much of the Ruth Lyons show. You have such a charming personality, and you have so much talent. It is so wholesome to just sit back and to watch your show. It reminds me of the old days of television. I'm not so much for writing letters, but I felt I had to tell you the joy your show brings to me each week. Sincerely, Helen Michaels of Dayton. Well, thank you very much, Helen, for writing, and we're going to send you a gift certificate to Women's News. We have 3 new advertisers. They are Women's News, Hair Gold Products, Mormon's Pontiac. We thank you for your support of the William Pace Show, and I would like to invite other advertisers and sponsors to come on my show. We really need your support. We simply couldn't do it without you. For all your mechanical and body work needs, be sure to go to Bill's Mechanical and Body Shop, located at 2703 Linden Avenue. For more information, call Brownie at 256-9722. Coming up next, conversation with City Commissioner Adotha Bootsie Neal. Stay with us.
earth, and I believe that we all have some talents that we've been given and that we should use them. And I believe that we have a responsibility to turn around and help somebody else.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
My special guest is Adotha Bootsie Neal, City Commissioner. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
I've been wanting you to come on for a long, long time now. How is being a city commissioner agreeing with you?
It's interesting, it's challenging, it's demanding, and it's still very exciting.
You sort of made history because you were the first black woman to be elected as a city commissioner.
That's correct.
How did that make you feel?
It was overwhelming. It was a very good feeling. My mother was certainly excited. I had a number of my family friends here. It was a high point in my life, in my career.
Now, you've lived in Dayton since about 1974.
That's correct.
But you're a native of New Bern?
Born in New Bern, Alabama.
Alabama.
Raised in Buffalo, New York, and came to Dayton, Ohio from Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's quite a route there. What kind of little girl were you growing up in Buffalo, New York?
I had a good childhood. I had a wonderful experience. I have very, very great parents. They're wonderful individuals. As a matter of fact, not only being my parents, they're my best friends now. And there was a lot of love. And I have one sister and 3 brothers, and we were really close. And I had a lot of good friends. As a matter of fact, I was in Buffalo just a couple weekends ago, and it was like I had never left, because that kind of love and friendship is still very much real, even though I've not lived there in over 20 years. So I had a great childhood.
What were your goals? What goals did your parents have for you? Did they have certain expectations for you?
The only expectation they had was do the best at whatever it is that you decide to do. And that was what they, in fact, instilled in us. And that was the motivator. They did not say you had to go to college. They did not say what it is specifically that you had to do. But whatever it is that you decide to do, do the best. Do your very best.
I heard that while you were in high school, a few of your teachers discouraged you from going to college. Is that true?
Sure, and that was all based upon the results of some standardized tests. And but fortunately for me, I was confident enough in my own skills and capabilities with the support of my family, as well as some other very fine teachers, and made that decision to go on and pursue my education. A lot of determination, a lot of hard work, and not depending or just based upon the measurement of a test score, because I don't test well on standardized tests. Because I hadn't been trained, I hadn't been prepared.
And you probably like me, I have to go off to a corner somewhere and read the information and then come back, you know, and read it twice.
That's right. You know, those standardized tests are important, and they certainly can measure one skill and capability or some skills and capabilities, but that should not be the only determining factor just to decide if a person can be academically successful.
Now, you went on to college, I believe, Howard?
Howard University in Washington, D.C. for undergrad, and the University of Dayton for graduate school.
Now, your undergraduate degree is in?
Sociology.
Why?
Because I've always wanted to be a social worker.
People-oriented.
People-oriented.
And then your master's degree is from University of Dayton.
University of Dayton.
And it's in, I think...
Counselor Education and Social Services.
And so you are a licensed social worker then?
Yes.
And now I believe that you are an administrator at Central State University?
Yes, I'm the assistant director at Central State University West, the West Branch, which is located in Dayton, Ohio, in the Roosevelt Center.
Now, how long have you been there?
Since 1987.
Now, how is that work agreeing with
Oh,
you?
I love it. I love it because what it does is allow me the opportunity to work with individuals who are interested in going back to school and pursuing their education. Many of the students that we work with at the Central State University West Branch are adult learners. And simply what that means is they've been out of school for a number of years, 5, 10, 15, 20, even 30 years. And many of our students are juggling a family, a career, as well as pursuing their education. So I provide them with some initial information, help them through the paperwork process, and provide the kind of support that they need in order to assure that they'll be academically successful. And it's a great program.
There's a growing concern in the neighborhood, Five Oaks neighborhood, about the streets being blocked off and people not being able to get into the neighborhoods. What was the reason for blocking off the streets?
Well, it's a new concept. It's called the defensible space concept, and it's new certainly to this area, but it's been used in other urban centers. The defensible space concept is primarily one project, one ideal that we had to use in order to help stabilize that particular community. We were beginning to have a high degree of vandalism and criminal activity within that particular neighborhood. And there is some opposition to the barricades, not to the concept itself, but just to some particular barricades that they have a problem with. The fact that in some areas there's only one way in and one way out. But the feedback that we've gotten from a number of individuals is that it's already began to decrease considerable amount of traffic that they had experienced earlier, that it's already began to decrease the crime, that neighbors are beginning to talk to neighbors and kids are beginning to play within the neighborhood again. So there are some positive things happening within that community.
More conversation with Bootsie when we return. Stay with us. You started working for the Democratic Voters League. What was that like?
When I came to Dayton in 1974, I immediately got involved with the Democratic Voters League, which is an organization located in West Dayton and was also the base for the late state representative C.J. McLinn. And so in that organization, I have done everything from registering individuals to vote to passing out literature, to manning the phones and working on the phones. And I worked my way up in that organization, initially having been elected as the corresponding secretary, then second vice president, then first vice president, as well as president, working as a precinct committee person, a presiding judge. I just worked my way up in the political process.
So you had wore all the hats at one time.
Sure.
Started out and worked your way up.
That's right.
At this time, what are some of the biggest problems facing the city of Dayton right now?
As with most cities, stabilizing our economy, retaining the jobs that we do have within our community, and hoping to attract new industry to our area. The homeless situation is certainly a major concern. But I think that with the sort of leadership that we have within our community, as well as the commitment of everybody that I've had an opportunity to meet with and talk with and network with, we are in a position to do some great things here in Dayton. We have a beautiful city. We're located in a very good region.
As I travel across the country on engagements, I always tell everyone I'm from Dayton, Ohio, the home of, aviation, and because I'm very proud of the city of Dayton. I think it has so much to offer.
Oh, yes.
So many things to see, and it's just a beautiful city. I want to talk now a little bit about the personal side of things.
Okay.
Now, there's so much talk these days about single parents, single mothers working, and you're not only the city commissioner, city commissioner, you're an administrator at Central State.
That's correct.
And you have a daughter,
Yes,
Erica.
Erica.
And does it ever get to a time where you feel, gosh, I don't know if I can do all of this?
Most definitely. It's real challenging having all of those responsibilities, and certainly my first responsibility is to my daughter, because I am a single parent, and making sure that all of her needs are met. And certainly I'm as equally committed to my responsibility as a Dayton City Commissioner, as well as an administrator at Central State University. What I've not been able to do, however, is to find time for Bootsie Neal, the person, Bootsie Neal, the woman. And I usually have a tendency to put my needs on the back burner. And what I'm beginning to realize with the demands of all these multi-roles, it's important that I find some very good quality time for myself as well. So I'm really beginning to find that balance. I really am. It's important. It's important.
Yeah, I think you do have to have a balance in your life. You can't all work, can't all play. You have to have a balance in your life. I want to talk a little bit about the name Bootsie. Now, were you born with that name?
Yes, yes.
So that is your official?
No, it's not, actually. My name is Idotha Mims, Mims being my middle name. However, it's a family name.
Bootsie.
And everyone who was named Idotha was also given the nickname Bootsie. So I'm probably about the 5th generation with that name. We're all named Idotha Mims with the nickname of Bootsie. But in 1987, when I first ran for the Dayton City Commission, I did not realize no one knew me as Idotha, because I really don't use that name professionally or politically, nor personally. Everyone knew me as Bootsie. So I legally had my name changed. So I'm now legally Idotha Bootsie Neal. I went through probate court.
You have a rather interesting motto, and it's, if I can help somebody, then my living will not be in vain. Why do you feel so strongly about that?
Because I believe that we all have a mission here on earth, and I believe that we all have some talents that we've been given and that we should use them. And I believe that we have a responsibility to turn around and help somebody else, because I realize that I did not achieve nor accomplish that which I have, nor that which I will, because of simply the fact that my name is Idotha Bootsie Neal. I realize that a lot of individuals sacrifice to give me opportunities, those who are known as well as those unknown to me. And I believe that I too have a responsibility to be able to help and improve the quality of life for mankind. Success is nothing if you don't have anybody to share it with. And I think that if we all would reach out and touch, if we would all be sincere about what it is that we wanted to accomplish in life and be fair, that we would have a better world. And I believe that that's what it is that I want to do, both professionally, in selecting that area of my career as well as politically. And that was the driving force for part of the reason why I got involved politically, is to be able to help to improve the quality of life, to make a difference.
Oh, and you are making a difference.
Well, I'm
you
trying.
Really are.
I really am trying.
This has been fun.
Great.
I want you to come back on another show.
Oh, I'd love to. I really, really appreciate you inviting me. I think you're doing some fantastic things.
Oh, thank you.
And I think that we all just have to continue to work and network together, and we just have to continue to bring out the positive part of life.
Absolutely.
There's so much negative on television, so your show is certainly...
It's a positive show.
That's right. That's right.
My special guest, Idotha Bootsie Neal. And we'll be back in a moment with some closing comments. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
I'd like to remind you that my show is a paid show. What is a paid show? Well, we pay for the airtime to broadcast the William Pace Show, and we depend heavily upon the revenue from sponsors and advertisers and financial contributions from loyal and devoted viewers like you. We really need your help. We simply couldn't do it without you. To send your financial contribution, checks and money orders should be made payable to the William Pace Show and mailed to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. Your financial contribution, regardless of what size, will help keep the William Pace Show alive. For all your plumbing needs, be sure to call Rambo Westendorf Plumbing Incorporated, your working man's friend. For more information, call Ray at 253-7878.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.